Views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
This is Relationship-ish, where we talk about the cornerstone of every relationship. Connections. 9 p.m.
We're live.
Marriage. Sex.
And we're having a great time already.
Yourself. Your family. Divorce. Your ex. Your co-workers. Your friends. Your situation. Your lover. Your mother. You name it. Connections. And we always have a great time.
Of course you had to mess
With your
it up, right?
hosts, V and Cash.
Okay, producer, I need my sound effects back. I don't know when I'm coming on. I don't know what this is. Hello, good evening. It's Thursday night. It's 8 o'clock, and you know what this is? Relationship-ish, and we're your hosts, and I'm Cash.
I'm V, and this is Relationship-ish.
Yes. So don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, tap the screen, tap your mama, tap your aunt, tap your uncle. Let them know we're here. Love us because we love you, Connection Crew. Hello, Nikki G. How are you doing? So tell us, V, what's your icebreaker for tonight?
My icebreaker for tonight.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I don't know.
Would you tell a friend that they're using a word incorrectly?
You know what? I have it on my phone, but my phone just turned off. So it's like, okay. And I'm not home. I'm in my niece's bedroom here. You see the dresser? I'm like trying to. So I'm like, what? So what is the question?
Would you tell your friend that they're using a word incorrectly?
Yes, and I have.
I don't care what anybody says. The word is niche. I don't care. I was yesterday years old. I'm talking she's like, so I'm thinking about our niche for our podcast and the niche. And I was like, well, I don't know what our niche is. She was like, well, our niche needs to be lifestyle. And I was like, well, the niche is just, and she's like, the word is niche. And I'm like, and she's like, well, I think I heard of niche before. I'm like, okay.
I don't know what it
she's
is.
Like,
I don't know the meaning of that, but I know what niche is. And
so I've been saying this word incorrectly for all my life.
Well, we had a friend who used to say irregardless, and the word is regardless obviously. So the word is regardless, and she would say irregardless of. I'm like, oh, this,
Honey, I had someone who led a company talking about irregardless. I'm like,
yeah. Nikki said maybe it depends on the situation. Like, you know what, Nikki? I think you're right. Hold on. Let me fix this. Oops. I wouldn't.
I don't know what she's doing.
I'm fixing the camera. I wouldn't do. I wouldn't embarrass them. Like if we were in a group of people and she was saying niche, I wouldn't say anything. I would be like, okay, in there you were saying, but I would not. If it's just us two, I'm saying everything. But if
let me just tell you something.
She was saying irregardless in all kinds of conversations, and it took forever for me to tell her because when we were alone, I would never remember that she says it wrong. But every time we were in a group, she would say it wrong, and my sister and I would be looking at each other, but we didn't want to embarrass her in front of people. So that went on for a long time because she loved that word.
Look, I don't care what you say. When we're conversating, I'm gonna say my niche is this, okay? Irregardless of what you think, when we're conversating, that's my niche. All right.
Yeah, but how about you, Cash? Would you tell somebody?
Incognito.
Yeah.
Would you
tell somebody that you would?
Would I tell somebody
if they were using the word incorrectly?
It depends on who it was. If it was my friend, I think so. But if you're some idiot, I'm like, be like, okay, every time you conversate, regardless of what you think, my niche is here. Okay, incognito.
I have a friend who uses,
However you would like that.
yeah, uses the
But I
word
was yesterday years old when
you found out about niche and
it was
niche.
niche and niche.
But there's so many. But wait, I have a friend who uses the word don't in correction. Like she don't like those kinds of things. I was like, she doesn't like that. Like I have to say, I have to correct it. I can't. I try not to, and I'm like, I just automatically say. So I'm like,
Well, would you do it if it was your lover? Like your lover is there and it's like, you know what? I don't be liking you. And you're like,
okay, my lover would not be talking like that. And if you're talking like that in bed, it's not going to turn me on. It's going to turn me off, and I'm out. Where's the bunny?
the bunny? Bunny? For educational purposes only,
I
because
didn't say
there's
anything.
only one bunny I know.
That you know, oh, girl. That was
Buzz, buzz. Okay.
but no, I certain things I feel it's hard for me to hold back. Like if you're using that's you know, my ears, yeah, your bunny ears, girl. But if that don't thing, she don't like that. I'm like, she doesn't like that. And the thing is, with some people, I feel obligated to correct them if I'm around them a lot because I'm like, I have to correct you because I do not want to pick up these bad habits. So if I keep correcting you, then I'll keep myself in check because I'm not. No
Well,
way.
look, that's my niche. That's what all I'm gonna say.
That is so funny.
I just can't. Anybody out there? Isn't there a word niche? I'm just
In
saying.
my head there is, but I can't find it. And I don't know, like, his name.
Problems, problems. I'm
And
just
I'll go
saying.
with Iris or Nikki. If they find it, then they could tell us because I thought there really was, but I didn't know how to use that word. And you using which finger you want me to pick? Oh, that was so funny.
Anywho,
That that was funny,
look, I know you're not conversating with me.
right?
So today's national day is National Love Your Pet Day.
And
And
I
I
love
love
that.
my
I love
baby. My firstborn is Snowball, and she had surgery. I'm so sad. And she's just like, she's always a little go getter. And she's just like, but I love my girl. She's a great listener. She makes me feel better about myself every day. And she is so adorable. Like, where is she? She's somewhere, but she has her turtleneck on today. She was sophisticated. And she
Mhm.
helps me. Like, she has pretty girl syndrome because when we go to Home Depot and I'm like, I don't know what a receipt, I don't know what anything is. They're like, your dog is so pretty. I'm like, mm-hmm. Can I
Mhm.
hold her? I'm like, be careful.
Yeah.
Mhm. Like, you know what? You don't need the receipt. And I'm like, pretty
Mhm.
girl syndrome here. That's my girl. So, love your pet day is today.
Yeah,
I love my baby.
yeah.
But I love dogs. I don't love men.
Well, she took it there.
My bad. I'm so sorry. Hey, Shorty, baby. How you doing? Don't forget to like, share, tap that screen,
And
give us
follow
a
the
thumbs
Evening
up.
Rush Network. Follow the Evening Rush Network. And feel free to call us at 929-282-0266.
Oh, yes. I love my second born doggy, Winter. We have some Winter and Snowball, but Snowball is definitely my little shadow. And she's a girl. They're both girls.
They're both girls.
So, Eva. Yes,
But
V.
I have here, come look at, hold up. This is my teddy. She's so cute. I love her right before she gets a haircut because she just looks great. I just love her like that. She didn't say like this. She didn't get her haircut, but she looks so cute.
Nappy? No.
Girl, this is not nappy. This is natural. You don't know the difference between nappy and natural. Because you know what it is? She has white dogs. I have a brown dog, girl. So she don't know what it is, brown dog.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them brown dogs. My
There you
girls
go.
are white dogs.
And my
It's
girl,
in, you know, we're opposites when it comes to that.
no, it's my teddy.
Hey TK, I haven't seen you for a minute. Hey, yeah, so love your pet day.
Love your
So
pet.
V, what's our word of the week?
Unabashed. And we're going to have some unabashed conversations tonight about under the covers. So it's like
Unabashed.
you're
So
not,
we're having
not
like bashing, like
you're not
bash.
embarrassed. So
Oh,
unabashed is not
oh.
embarrassed or ashamed to talk about like whatever conversation you're having or whatever you're.
Well, it sounds like a bashment.
I
Why in your waist? Why in your waist?
unabashed is you took off my shirt and I didn't care.
Not on air, ma'am. Ma'am.
I'm just giving
Ma'am.
examples. I'm just giving
Oh, okay. Well, keep your shirt on because it's not
I
that hot
really,
up there.
well, it actually is really hot in this room because I think they knew I was here.
Unabashed. It
Unabashed.
means you're embarrassed. You got bad.
You're
I
not
guess
embarrassed. You're not
embarrassed.
embarrassed. So you're not embarrassed or ashamed to do whatever it is.
Okay. Well, I'm not unabashed to talk about. Well, actually, I
You
am. I don't
are.
want to talk about those
You're
bunny
gonna have an.
ears.
You're gonna have you.
Yeah, Iris, I agree. First the bunny and now taking off shirt. What is happening? Girl, somebody got some
The word
little
is unabashed,
toast.
and I'm just trying to show people what it means. Iris. I
I
am
don't
unabashed
know
about whatever we're
what's
doing
going
tonight.
on.
There is nothing that's holding me back. There's nothing holding me back. Oh. So what puts you on
I'm
pause
clutching
today?
my pearls. So what put me on pause today? There's two things, but the first thing is, does
Mm.
everybody know about the national-wide protest that we're supposed to be engaging in? You know, and this takes me back to the days like you have like your oh my god, it just lost my head. Like the day that you're not supposed to be shopping and Black Solidarity Day. So this is bringing us back to Black Solidarity Day, and we're not going to take this laying down Mr. Orange. And I'm very upset because orange is my favorite color. Okay. You know, someone told me, how could orange be the favorite color? But I look so damn good. Okay, so anyway, national-wide protests. We missed the first one. It was on the 17th, and people going to the Capitol, City Hall. So it's okay at noon. It's okay. We have February. That's right. Iris knows. February 28th. February 28th. We're going to hit them in their profits. Economic blackout protest. No spending for 24 hours. So if you need gas in your car, you're going to buy it on the 27th. If you need to go to the supermarket, go on the 27th, go on the 1st. But February 28th, you're going to show them and hit them where their dollar is. You're not spending any money outside. So you're not buying groceries. You're not ordering any Chinese food. Look, everything at home. That whole day, you're going to show them about the power of a dollar. February 28th, there's no buying.
Okay, so maybe what you guys want to do on February 27th, put a little reminder in your phone so that you can go shopping and get those eggs or whatever. And also you can send it to your friends so they know on the 27th. Don't forget tomorrow's the 28th. I'll put a post out so we all remember tomorrow is the day we are not going to spend. But maybe you want to put a reminder for yourself because you don't want to wait till the 28th and go, well, I really have to have this, whatever this is. So just, I'm saying, put a reminder for yourself so you're good on the 28th.
Yep.
That's
So,
what I'm going to
we're going to remind you, but on March, because this one I'm going to have to plan for March 7th, from March 7th to March 14th. We're not buying anything on Amazon. We're not showing anything. We're not buying anything from Amazon because Amazon wants to say there's no DEI. They want to say that we don't need it. And this is a big one for me because I think of something and I said, I got to get it. And it's here 4:00 in the morning. No matter what I do, it's here 4:00 in the morning.
of us.
So if you have auto ship, you got to make sure the auto ship is turned off. You got to make sure that you get whatever you wanted on the 6th, because from the 7th to the 14th, there's no Amazon. We're shutting it down. You don't think our dollar is important? Let's show them let's show them how important our dollar is to you. And so March 7th through the 14th, no Amazon. And I'm going to tell you, this is going to hit me where it hurts for real. I got a plan. So maybe on March 1st, I got to plan this out because, I'm a last minute gal. And so, TK, profits. I was thinking private. Hit them in a private. Well, It might be private for some of them. They be like, oh my goodness, we have to show them like how mighty our dollar is. And then Friday, March 14th, this one, I'm like, ooh, National Strike Day. No work for 24 hours. So not going to work.
I don't know.
And it's for all workers, all businesses, and all higher educational organizations.
Yeah, but
March 14th, no work. National Strike Day. So, ooh.
Yeah,
I mean, if this is the call, no work on Pi Day. Well, what's Pi Day? I don't even know what that is. But
you don't know Pi Day? Okay.
No. Oh, you mean Pi Day? Yes, 3/14 is Pi Day.
I'm like this. What are you saying? I'm like this.
I didn't get. I wasn't thinking. Yes. So no work on Pi Day. That's right. National Strike Day. Let them know you don't want us. Okay. Let's not go to work and see the impact that we have by when we are not at work. Oh, I feel sick right already. Wait. I think this is a how many day virus.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember my father and my mom talking about like different days that they used to do for, so I mean, this is possible. This is possible. You just have to plan it out. So February 28th, and then we have the 7th to the 14th, no buying on Amazon, and March 14th, sick day. Have a sick day. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. And you can you have time to plan your sick day. You know what I mean? So you have time to plan.
So don't be sick on the 7th and then the 14th, people.
But you have time, so you can get it together. And like I said, like we want you to share our podcast and tell people about Relationship-ish and tell people about the Evening Rush. Tell people about this, because this is a call that we all have to. I mean, as much as you say, it doesn't matter if I do it. It matters. The thing is, everybody has to do it for it to work. If two people do it, it's not going to mean anything, especially to a company like Amazon. It has to be. They have to feel it. So we all have to do it. And believe me, but Amazon is my best friend. I'm like, oh my God. But we can't let them, we have to show them that we have power.
And
And
it matters. And
yes,
our color matters. And I'm not saying you should go around and be like, oh, I'm black, you are white, and
and
or
you are
you're Asian. But my who I am matters. To say that you don't see color, you don't see me, because my hair matters. My features matter. So you can't say, oh, everything is the same, because no, it's not. And I am different, and I'm proud that I'm different, and I'm proud of your difference. And our differences is what makes us glorious. It's just like monotone. If you have all the same color, that's sometimes boring. If you have different varieties, highs and lows, that's how you know that
have.
it is beautiful. And so that's
Mhm.
what I think about when I hear there's no color, it's just all blank. No, I have color, and I'm proud to have color. And
Right.
it doesn't take anything away from who you are, because I have color.
Hmm.
So I'm just saying, people are like, oh, I don't see color. Now,
Yeah.
if you use color to be prejudiced, that's
Right.
something different.
Well, I think that they're saying that they don't see color, but that's not what they should be saying. You know what I mean? They shouldn't. They should be saying that no matter what color you are, you're going to be treated equally. Not like we're. So it's almost to me the insult. And listen, I was married to a white man. My kids are biracial. I do not have an issue with Caucasian people. That is not the problem. However, I have the problem with them making it seem like to accept me, I kind of have to be white. So you trying to say like I don't have a color, kind of like you don't have a color, then we're all the same. No, because we're not all the same. So
Ma'am, I'm so sorry. You're not white. Oh,
yeah, right. No, and I'm sure they're proud and they're happy they're not black, and I'm just as happy, vice versa. You know, it's not a problem for me to say that. You know, I know it's not a problem for them to say it. That's fine. But see, I'm a color, so and I'm proud of my color, and you need to
and it's
see
not black. I'm not black.
what color am I?
But you know, people want to use a black crayon and be like, well, you said you're black.
What? I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, white doesn't have a color. Maybe that's why.
Right, right. So it's the absence of color. So, like, if we are all the absence of color, which we are not, we have melanin in our skin. And so,
Ooh, you know, next week I'm gonna read a poem. But anyway, and I mean, everybody, we know that Aesop Rocky,
mhm,
he's not guilty. And you know, I'm very proud of him, because they were like, oh, you should take a plea deal. And he's like, I'm not taking a plea deal. And they're like, well, if you take a plea deal, it's better for you, because now you only get 6 months. So go ahead and just, because this can be a hard fight to win. And, you know, to say that if you shot something or you didn't shoot at someone, so just take the plea deal. It'll be fine. And I'm so proud that he was like, no, I'm going to see this through because I'm innocent. And I just wonder how many people feel that pressure to be like, they might convict me. A jury of my peers might convict me. So let me just say I'll take the 6 months instead of the 24 years, because you can't afford to have a defense team. And it
mhm,
just brings light to the fact that you're not guilty. You feel that you're in the right, but you have to fight for your life because you're a person of color. And it's like, interesting. That's where it puts me. His
yeah,
own friend, yeah, his own ASAP, whatever, did that to him. Like, oh, you shot, you pointed your gun and you shot at me, but at a shooting range.
hmm,
It comes down to money. But this is also my pause, because I was talking to one of the lady who does my hair, my beautician, my loctician,
Your
I
locks.
have beautiful locks.
Yes,
They're not dreads,
they're not
they're
dreads.
locks.
I was just gonna say that they're not dreads, people.
Okay. So you think about the 12 jurors, and it's a jury of your peers. And I remember people like, oh, I don't want to go to jury duty. Like jury duty, oh, you're taking a week out of your life. It's just so horrible, blah, 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 blah. But if you're really going to have a jury of your peers, you have to volunteer and do jury duty. Because then we have people who are out there who have color or Apple, whatever. If you're poor, you're rich, and they will not have their peers because they only have people who are opposite of them sitting on the bench. So people volunteer for your jury duty, because then you can have a person of your peers when it comes to these trials,
Right.
and it'll be fair. But if they don't have anybody to pick because, oh, I'm not doing that, then they won't have a jury of their peers. The young man who was in Rikers before trial, Khalif Brown, I think he was held there for years. Yeah. So that is just like, it's crazy. And you shooting a prop gun and you're saying attempted murder or assault or whatever. And he's like, I'm not doing it. I'm not spending any time in jail. I'm going to just do what I'm doing. And so I think for that, that's like, wow. I'll give it to you. That was for me, like, and not to be.
That was brave, because I just watched a show. It's a true story on Netflix, and it's about a white man, but he's a poor white man, so he had poor defense, and he was accused of burning his children to death, which he did not do. He stayed in jail for 12 years. The governor of Texas would not pardon him, and he died. And they proved that he didn't do it, but they wouldn't let him go. And then afterwards, then they were like, well, the system doesn't always work. But they knew he didn't do it before he died. The governor's like, no, I'm going to have a record of not letting anybody escape the death penalty, even though he was innocent. But he was poor. So he had crapped the pants, and he died. So he was already poor. Then he had 12 years spent in jail on the death row, and then he died. And that's his life. And I'm like, so when you're poor, no matter what color you are, you're not, I don't care, it's equal, everybody gets a defense. No, because if you have money, you can get a lawyer that a $50,000 lawyer, or you can get a $2,000 lawyer because you don't have to pay anything, and we're only paying them nothing to represent you. And they have hundreds of cases, and they don't care. They're just like, okay, take the plea. He's like, he said he wasn't taking the plea. But then what happened when he didn't take the plea?
Mm-hmm.
The death penalty. And then
that's a scary thing. So I mean, people who are out there, and one of my friends who work in HR, it's sad to know, like, if you get in trouble, if you're watching this and you get in trouble, go get a lawyer, because that's what other people do. They get a lawyer because they're like, I'm not having a record, because now you can't work different places because you supposedly have a record. It's like crazy. And it's something so stupid. So people, it costs you, but you're going to have to get out of hock, because it will cost you your life if not. But yes. I'm thinking we need to go to a commercial break. And then when we come back from our commercial, what are we going to be talking about, V?
We're going to be talking about Under the Covers, baby.
See you soon.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Chrissy, here to let you know that the Evening Rush Network now has an app. Yes, an app, you guys. So you can stay connected on the go and watch all your favorite podcast shows. You can download the app at Google Play Store or Apple iTunes. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're looking to start a podcast and really don't know how, well, hit us up at the Evening Rush Network at gmail.com and inquire about time slots, pricings, and everything you may need to get started. We got you. Join the winning team, the Evening Rush Network. And also, download that app. What are you waiting for? Get to it.
Pew, 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 pew!
me because it's new and it's on Netflix and it's called Burn Something. So I was trying to find so I could tell you it because so I was trying to tell everybody. I apologize, everybody, but that's what I was doing. I was like, it's Burn. I was like, oh, let me find. It's on Netflix and it's a true story, and I was trying to find it. That's it. Please like and follow Relationship-ish, the Evening March Network. Share. We're on all social platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. So you can follow us everywhere and tell a friend to tell a friend, as Cash always says. All right, that's it.
Right. And tell your auntie too. Share that. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you tap the like. Okay.
Yeah.
Tap the like. And if you're working on looking at us on Facebook, tap that screen too. Stop playing. Stop playing with me. This is Relationship-ish. All right. So what's our topic tonight? This is crazy because I thought about this last week. Under the covers. Yes. What the would you do with these 5 top scenarios? Scenario 1, you walk in on your significant other and they are, having a little go with themselves. What the would you do?
I'm thinking.
I think I'm gonna say, do you need some more alone time? I'll come back.
Well, I'm wondering for myself, I don't think you should not be. You want to do that, that's fine. But I don't understand why I'm here and that's what you're doing. Like, why are you not just calling me in for like call to arms? Like, why are you doing that when I'm like it? So you thinking that's better than me? Like, because I'm like, if I'm here, that's what I
don't think that.
Well, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand.
Sometimes you could, because do you want it all the time?
Well, if you refused it, that's fine. But if you didn't, you didn't even get asked, so they didn't need you. They didn't want you. That's how I see it.
Well, maybe they asked you.
Well, if they asked you,
personal, because my thought was like half at it. Obviously, we did it yesterday. We did it the day before, and I'm saying, my answer is going to be no, half at it. That half at it. Let's go do it, and I'm going to be like,
I guess, but if you're
turn off the light,
and they know your answer is going to be no, but they have to know your answer is going to be no, as far as I'm concerned, because I don't even understand that. Because for me, yeah, you're right. I am taking it personally. I'm like, what? Okay, that's what we're doing now. If I'm not home, I find it.
Or you weren't home, and we're like, I just thought about it, and I just need to get it out.
That's some kind of
because
just because you work at home, you still have to work, right? So you're not at school taking a break doing that. You're not at home taking a break doing that. Well, maybe people are. I don't know. Because what is it? How long is your break?
There are people who I heard that were at work half-adding it. There are people
How long is your break, people? Because I need long.
There's some people who get it done in 5 minutes. I mean, some people are addicts.
5 minutes. So if you're going to do 5 minutes, then you should just please yourself. Yes, that's a good idea. Okay, there you go.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just half at it, just like, or if you're like, I'm just gonna say past experiences, and this is one of my former friends, was like, after having coitus, they would go in the bathroom and finish themselves off because it wasn't working. Like whatever he was doing, just it wasn't working. So
how long can you do that though? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so you're just going to do that for the rest of your life? Like, I don't see how that's going to work. So you're just going to, I'm just saying, like, okay, maybe one time, but if that's the norm, what are we doing here? We have to have a conversation.
Maybe there's something that's more important than that for them.
Not for me, people, whoever, like, that's not gonna work for me. But
For me, no.
for me, I know it's a hard no. That's not
It
gonna
could
work.
turn into an impromptu, like, sexy moment. Just be like, oh, they were, they were thinking about it, and they would just got carried away, and then you walk in and be like, ooh, I know you're not
Well,
doing that without me.
that's it. Well, that's it. Well, why don't you come join me? That's what I want to hear. Yeah, okay. Let's go.
Unless they're doing something that is
Yeah.
kind of
What happened
crazy.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. I mean, like, if you walk in and your man has a watermelon and is going out to town with a watermelon and just would you
I don't know if I can.
just
Well, I think it will be very embarrassing for that person because, usually intimate moments you keep to yourself. I would be on the phone calling you, go, girl. It would be out. I would have to tell you, he had a watermelon. You'd be like, what? So that wouldn't be good.
be
Like
like,
that.
oh, it was juicy, and be like, what watermelon? Be like, it was juicy and pink inside.
That was that. Oh, is that what we're doing?
Girl, I'm saying it. Iris said it has nothing to do with you. What a person. Oh, why do you need a conversation? That's my personal time. Oh, my bad. I told you, men have a different perspective.
I don't care
So,
if you have
like,
personal time, but why are you having personal? Like, I don't know. So Sean, so what is it? You are having your personal time when if your significant other is there and not busy, like maybe they're busy, that's different. But they're like reading a book, they could be easily persuaded to be with you. You rather just have be by yourself. You need the person.
maybe you wanted a quickie, and it was just you. You want to be selfish. You need that stress relief. You don't want to be bothered. I
Okay.
mean, I'm gonna raise my hand. I'm just gonna say it. Let's get it on. Maybe I just want. That's what I said. Like, no. Sometimes you just want to be selfish and just be like, "Yep, alrighty then." And back to our commercial. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So that's scenario one. Don't take it personal, girl. Don't take it personal.
Too late. I'm already
Unless,
personally.
yeah, don't take it personal
He's
unless
taking it
it's
personally.
making it with a watermelon.
Yeah.
If it's a good book, no thank you. Handle yourself. That's what I see. That's it. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what
So
kind of books you're reading, but if that book is better than your significant other, maybe you need another significant other, baby, because there is no book that could handle that could be better for me. But maybe this that's where you are.
I think that
I'm just
never
saying.
mind.
So I'm just saying you need, I feel like so then your experience in that matter is different from mine. That's all I'm saying.
So you always feel when your partner is ready, you're always ready?
I'm pretty I had a
Mhm.
very active sex life and I still do. So yes, I never really usually
Oh,
have a problem down. So that's not,
okay.
I'm not a no person unless I'm sick. But other than that, it's not going to be a no for me.
Okay, back in the day, wait, never mind. I'm not going
Yeah,
to even go there. Scenario two.
there we go. Okay, so wait a minute. You are in the middle of lovemaking and there is flatulence under the covers and it's coming from you. What do you do?
Well, maybe that's why they're handling themselves because you were hitting it. You're like, oh yeah, yeah, and all of a sudden you're like, and he like, you
That
know
is
what?
crazy. That is
Like,
so
never
crazy.
mind. I need to go
You
handle
know
this
that has
by
had to
myself.
happen. You know that has had to happen. And when you just have to say, excuse me? What are you gonna say?
I
Yes.
I have never had that happen.
Yeah, but what would you do if somebody is whatever, and then you were the one with the problem, what would you do?
I would get up and go to the bathroom.
Well,
You could
so
feel
you're
it
just gonna
coming.
knock them off?
Yes,
They're probably gonna go off by themselves.
because at the end of the day, if you are doing something and
It's killing
no, I'm so
me.
sorry. We cannot continue. I'm so like, and especially if it's stank. Oh, and I know I'm lactose intolerant.
I told you not to eat that cheese. I would be dying. Well, that you know what's good about that? That's a funny story, and it's not for everybody. It's a funny story with you and your significant other. That's a fun. Remember that? Oh my, yes, I do remember. And I think that's kind of gives a little levity to the situation. I think. What do you think?
No, again, if it no,
Uh,
like you're letting it go as you're doing it. Oh no, I'm telling you, that's it. That's for
I
me.
was. If your tummy is
We're
wrong,
done.
if your
We're
tummy is
done.
rumbling, go and handle yourself. I love Iris. Iris, I love you. She's like, your tummy's rumbling. Go handle that.
I mean, I guess you could tease it about. You could tease them and be like, well, but I think like we're gonna have to move from that position because like we're in the bed. We're gonna have to go to a corner and let it air because I can't. No, no. You know I'm sensitive. I'll gag on anything. I'll be like,
Oh my god, no, like I would be, but then I would
no,
start cracking
especially if
up.
you're doing fellatio and
Well,
you're down there and
that's
all of
what
a sudden, like,
I think that would be hilarious. I think that should be in some movie. I think that should be. That would be
okay,
so.
why don't you try that next time since you're so active?
It
Just
no, and it
let
will
one
you should
go.
see it. Oh no! First of all, I don't have that issue. Like it's hard for me to just go on demand. I know guys can just go. Oh, you want, and they just go, but I can't do it. So I'm
Guys
not
can do it
lactose
on
intolerant.
command
It's hard for
without
me.
doing them, crapping themselves, sharting
What?
your pants. Mm-mm. No, no. I don't know what this is.
Oh my god, that would be so funny. It's not funny. It's funny. I'm sorry.
We're fighting if you poop when I'm getting. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I'm down there going to work and like, no, we done. And then you have to go handle
I was
yourself
just saying
because
that
we
wasn't me.
done. Ma'am, who was it? Are you having a threesome and I missed it? Like, who is your invisible friend
Oh my
here?
god. I'm
Like,
so
it
crazy.
wasn't me.
It just makes it funny. Oh, Lord have mercy. But that is really well. Okay, so
I think V had something before this show.
no,
I'm so
I really haven't. But I thought about it. I definitely thought about it, like when I was not feeling well, and I was like, what if that would have been horrible? So I was just thinking, and then I was like, it must have happened to somebody.
the ghost of sex past. I know and be like, oh, that wasn't me. Who? Oh, honey, what was that? And be like,
See, that's what
I,
I did.
yeah, we need to go to the hospital because
Yeah.
something's wrong with you. They'll be like,
Yeah.
you seeing something? You took
Right.
something? You having no salts? Number 3
Oh, so it's
scenario: it's sleeping with your pets.
and it's pet day. So do you sleep with your pets? Do your pets sleep in your bed?
Yes, they sleep in my bed.
So
And
how
sometimes they end up on top of my head. I'm like, hello, 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 what is this? Like,
so how do you handle that when you're talking about intimacy? How does that work?
you need to get off the bed.
So you push the dogs off the bed while you're having intimacy, and they can come back on when you finish.
Yes, whoever tried and I've had pets like for a very long time. This is
Hmm.
like having a pet and you starting to do something and the pet's like this. And you're like, oh, and you're like trying to like, and they're like, and I'm like, okay, no, no, get down, get down. Like, no, we
Hmm.
have to start. You have to get down already.
Hmm.
That's some like, yeah, I've had it for a long time and looking at the dog looking back at you like,
Hmm.
okay, get down.
Yes.
Or I had a boy dog, and the boy dog,
Would
when we
start doing
started,
things.
it would like, yeah, it'd be like,
Oh,
oh no, look at that, get down, get down, get down,
it's a
get down.
threesome. Yeah.
What
No.
is that? She on something tonight, people. She is on something tonight. Somebody help me, because V is out of here. Oh, what? And I
No.
always say girls, boys are little farm animals, but I
But you
don't
don't
really
mean.
mean farm animals.
Yeah, I don't think I can have intimacy with a pet. Like Teddy's on my bed, but if there's intimacy, she goes it. I put her in her little thing. I can leave it open. She'll stay in there, so she doesn't
Yeah,
try to
because
get.
she traumatized. She's
She wants
like,
to come
I'm
back.
in that position all the time,
But
but
if we're going
mama.
to sleep, she's definitely going to be on the bed. She's not going to stay there. As soon as she thinks it's over, she's on. It's like, okay,
Right.
wait up my
Did your
feet.
person have like a conversation with you? Like, um, the dogs need to be out of the room when we're coitusing.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
mm-mm. He didn't have that conversation with me, but um, eh,
Because
he
some
one not.
people like, hell no, that's a nasty.
Yeah,
Like
he.
some people are like, oh, dogs can't be on the bed. Oh,
Yeah,
dog.
that's
Oh,
what.
what are they gonna do? Oh, and my dogs. At first, and my wife did not want the dogs on the bed. At first, it was like, but they would like cry or whatever. So like, it's not like they're sleeping under the covers. Like
Mhm.
so, but I mean, Snowball, she thinks that she's a human now. She just lays on her bed, on her back like this. I'm like, you are a dog. Sleep like a dog. But no, I. She was like, do they have to be on the bed? Like my aunt is like, I know your dog doesn't get on the bed. I'm like, I know my dog's cleaner than you.
Mhm.
Well,
No,
I
yeah,
shouldn't say cleaner than you, but you know what I'm saying. Like cleaner than
yeah,
your little ugly children. So, I'm just saying.
yeah. Well, he did say he's like, I'm not sleeping with any dog. I'm like, so where are you going to sleep? I'm just saying. Just wondering how that's going to work for you. So that was the end of that. Because you know what?
Well,
When I was by myself and I had no other person like in my life, especially when it was COVID and I had Teddy, and I was really trapped because I couldn't even get the shot when it was time to get the shot. It was just a mess. I had my dog. Everybody, except for maybe when we went and went on waffle calls or whatever it is to see everybody. But there was no. That was my social interacting, making her sit, training her, that was giving me life. So now that, we don't have that, I'm not going to say, and she was sleeping in my bed. Now I'm not going to say, well, now we don't need you and I have somebody else and now you got to get off the bed, not sleeping in my bed. I'm not going to do that. So as long as the person understands that that's not going to happen, no, then that's fine. Yeah. Because if the person is gone, my dog will still be here. So that's how, what are we doing with that? No. So
Okay.
I made that clear.
It's over. Oh my! Oh, what? Oh my gosh, Sean!
Shush.
Oh my God! What the what? I'm gonna pause on that one. Wait, I gotta pause.
Okay, so
But what
Sean,
if it?
I'm not
What if
talking
it's
about
not?
I'm talking about love making. So we already established the dog's not going to be on the bed for that, but we're talking about sleeping. So no, we're not comparing um those two things. We're talking about a different situation where we would be finished lovemaking and now we're going to sleep. And my dog will be sleeping on the bed. That's all there is to it.
Well, I think Nicole, not Nikki. Nicole said it last week. We know that you and Sean can never be a couple. All right, so
Not cuddling with the dog. My dog sleeps at my feet, on top
how
of
do
the
you cuddle
covers.
with a dog next to us? Nasty. I'm so sorry. My dog, I'm cuddled with my dog. I don't give a flying whatever.
Well, Teddy
Hello?
sleeps at the bottom of my feet, but that's where she normally.
My
Every
dog
once in a while she does.
eventually
I know,
goes,
actually on my pillow, right next to me on my pillow. That's not an every night thing, but she does end up there. And what? What? No, I'm sorry.
I'm
Maybe you think
sorry,
that.
clock that T. You know
Maybe you
that
think
no, boo
that
boo.
you put too much importance on that, Sean, and maybe that's why you're in by yourself in the room.
With Jill, J
Well, maybe that's why
Jill.
I'm just saying, no need to
Oh
be.
no, Jill. I cuddle with my dog. I don't care
Well,
what you
I'm not
what.
saying I don't, but Teddy usually sleeps at the foot of my bed. But that's what she does. She sleeps at my feet. But she sometimes, I'm not saying she never comes up
Yeah,
here. She
she
does.
comes up on my pillow, and I'm like, what is this? And I'm like sleeping, trying to wake up, and I'm like, what is this? There's something on top of my head, like a hat. It's Snowball on top of my head.
Yes.
And Winter will only sleep like wherever your legs are. She
Mhm.
needs to sleep on your leg. Like she needs to be like cuddled with something. So bye. Clock this
I,
tea. My
it's not.
dog is not going anywhere.
No.
So scenario number 4. Your partner likes to do certain things.
So, like, your partner likes to do things you're not familiar with, and you're not sure you want to do them. So, you do tell your partner, go ahead and do it with somebody else, or go ahead and do it with themselves, or you're going to try to see if you like those things, even though you kind of feel
Um,
you don't.
I'm not really into trying that. Could we explore something else? Because this is exit only.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know where people want to
So
do.
that's what I think. No.
For
So
anybody who knows me, I'm very much,
mhm.
very much opposed to germs. So if you want to do something that fecal is involved, the answer is a hell no. If you want to
Yes,
get involved with
yes.
anything that's yellow and it's a R. Kelly thing, hell no. If you want to say that you want it, like there's just things, if something is excreting from your body other than coming out of that long shaft thing, hell no. No,
I don't think
no.
I'm good with those things. I don't even understand, like, I understand, like, I understand there's people have, everybody's different and they have things that they enjoy differently than other people. So I think you need to figure that out before you actually become a really involved. Like, I don't think you need to be 2 years into the marriage and then your friend, your significant other needs to say to you, so I always want to try this. And now you're saying, "Oh, I don't want to do that." Now what? So now, were we not going to let you do that, or are you going to
Well,
teach?
we could try something. We could try. I mean, there's certain things we can try. Like, oh, I want to choke you. Well, why? I just, that's just the why. Like, I don't know. You want to tie me up? Okay. Is there going to be a way for me to get out? Because I'm just saying, I don't want
There's a
you to
fire
go.
and you run and leave me there. Like, I'm like this. Did you forget me?
But we need Clorox.
Yeah,
Sex.
yeah.
Oh, Sean is good with sex toys. So I can buy a thing and put it up your back end. I'm just saying, you good with sex toys.
Yeah, because
What do you call those little balls? Can I put them up?
they want those things. Yeah, so
Yeah,
maybe
we
they.
need a safe word. Oh, he's good with sex toys because I don't.
I like. I love Iris. Iris is like, we need to say. What are we doing that we need to say for it? I'm like, okay,
I
so
don't know because people want to talk about. I want to pour hot wax on you, and I'm like,
what?
doesn't
I
that hurt?
have had chocolate lift off of me before. I have.
Okay, it's not hot
No, it wasn't.
wax.
No.
Or somebody having a whip. Like, I'm just not into pain. I'm just hot wax.
Well, would you like to? You would like to give somebody a spanking cash?
No,
But what if they want you to give them a spanking? You said you were going to try it. You said, what about try that? They want a spanking.
because I feel like I'm hurting you. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, like what? Because you're not doing that to me. I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know. You get too excited. You know, some people get too excited and they be like, yeah, yeah. I'm, what? What the hell is it? Get the hell! No, 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 no.
I cannot stand this. This is hilarious.
No, I don't know who thinks that is hot. We we're having a stop. The safe word
That's a safe
stop.
word. That's a safe word.
That's the safe word is stop. Now, before I punch you in the face, that's the safe word.
Well, because
Like,
the safe word can't be stopped because when people
okay,
do
okay, safe word. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Indian food, that's the safe word.
I'm gonna bite it off.
No, because the thing is the safe word. Those words they're saying stop, but they really mean go. So they're saying all kinds of craziness. That's why the safe word has to be something that's nothing to do with the event.
Red. Red.
No, stop it.
Stab. Stab you. Like, no. No,
Indian
stop.
food. Indian food. Indian food. Indian
Yeah,
food.
I may not be able to get all of that out. That's why it has to be red. What the hell? Like, flying squirrels. Okay. Well, I don't know if I could get that out either. Be like, oh yeah, flying. Like, oh, she's
Mhm.
saying effing, yeah, effing that. Look, no. I'm telling you now. I've been with people and they get excited and they slap it.
Did you just slap my?
And they're like, what? I'm like, we're done. And that's when you're
You
gonna have
done?
to go and
If you're
handle
done, if
yourself.
you slap your butt, you're done.
What? 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 Did you just say what?
If they slap your butt, you're done. Really?
When you're leaving a handprint and it stung like you done slapped your bitch, ma'am, you act like you're a pimp slapping your hoe? No, ma'am. No, no. You could tap it like, but you get that like,
Okay. Okay.
you don't like your ass. No, no. It's a difference between and getting that
She
fire.
said she just wants a little tap, but she doesn't want anything
Yes,
big.
a tap. And hot wax is fire. Yes. Yes. Usually you need fire to make hot wax. I don't know how that's enjoyable.
Oh my
No.
goodness.
No.
Okay.
You know what? Let me give you a waxing while we're doing. You're like
Mm.
no. No, ma'am. You like hot wax. You think hot wax is fire? I mean, it is fire. It's literally fire.
I've
Mm-mm.
never had hot wax. I've just had, whipped cream and chocolate. I'm boring.
Yeah, I know. Candle
Oh,
wax.
we give Cash whipped cream, and then she has flatulence. Stop it!
She's having a little too much
After
fun. I
myself,
think
though,
she
I'm
did
having a
something on
good
the way up.
relationship, and we always have a good time.
We always have a good time, but I mean, I have to be open to it. They don't make
Well, you
special.
don't
Yeah,
have
if they
to.
had special wax that doesn't have to be hot, but not the tea. Yeah,
And
I'm
listen,
just saying.
the hot wax is actually not as hot as you think. The wax is not as hot as you think. It's not going to
Ma'am,
burn you.
ma'am, that
Mhm.
is a lie because I use candles in my house all the time, and
No,
I have mistakenly
to go to the
dropped
toy
wax on
store
me, and
and
I'm
get
like,
you need to go to the toy store and get the wax that's appropriate for what you want to do with it, not the candle. There's other ones at that toy store. Go there and
"That's
get.
right, Iris." V, how do you know? Because she said she didn't do no hot wax.
I did it.
V, how do you
Nobody,
know?
no, no. I didn't have hot wax on me. I just had chocolate and whipped cream. I did, however, uh, administer hot wax on somebody else. So I didn't have it on me, but I did administer it. You wanted to know? I'm just here to let you know. And it's not the wax that you, maybe if you want to use candle wax, that'll be different, but that's not what we did. And it's made for
Thank
your
you,
pleasure.
Iris. Thank you. I don't want to know. There's certain things I don't know. Mm-mm.
Iris is like me.
Nope. Because at the end of the day, you can ask her offline. Because next time you see, because all her men are very light. So if you see a red mark lasting just across, you'd be like, "Ooh, we know what happened there." Mm-mm-mm. I don't need to
You
know
don't know
these
the
things. And
truth.
last, scenario number 5.
Yes.
I just you find out your
Oh,
significant other is with some other.
under the sheets. Well, I'm gonna, because we
Under
have
the
to go shortly,
sheets.
but this scenario, a good friend of mine, well, she wasn't a good friend of mine. She was a friend of mine. But Cash actually knows her. And her husband had a best friend. And they would go fishing together, camping, blah, 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 blah. And she came, she came in the house. She didn't catch them under the sheets, but she felt like they were a little too close. So she was just like feeling some kind, her hair, she said her hair stood up in the back of her neck. She felt uncomfortable. And they didn't separate because, if they would have separated, that would be really telling. But they acted like it's okay what they were doing. And so she just went in the kitchen. And shortly after that, the best friend left. She said to her now ex-husband, "Okay, I'm just going to come out and ask you, is there something going on?" He started crying and he's like, "Yes, yes, it is. It's been for a while. It's like we started about a year ago. We were always just best friends, but I don't know what happened."
So wait a
And
second. All this time you're with this girl going fishing and stuff. Your wife doesn't say anything about you going fishing?
no, he was going fishing with a man, his best friend. It's true story. It's just like Brokeback
I'm
Mountain.
dead.
Yeah, they were
I'm dead.
going bowling together. They're best friends because they were best friends before she came into the picture. So
I'm
this is
done.
my best friend. So this is your best friend, and you do things with your best friend. And just because we're married, I'm not going to stop you from hanging with your best friend, right? You're still going with your best friend as long as it's your best friend. I'm cool.
Was he gay before? I'm not gay no more. I've been delivered.
Well, apparently he was gay and he didn't want to be like he wanted to. That was her beard. His beard was his wife.
I'm not gay no more.
But, that was hard for her. She was really devastated. I mean, and then you start thinking back. So that time when you guys went, so like, then you feel like you're a fool. You're like, so you've been, and then you look back at other times when you saw them together and you thought they were a little close, but you're like, they're just friends. They fooling around. That's it. They do. They would be wrestling, like punching each other and then start wrestling on the floor. And she's like, that's enough. But they're just childish, but they were really wrestling on the floor, baby.
Okay,
Yeah.
my husband is wrestling on the floor with some other man
Mm-hmm.
in front of you.
Yeah. So you have some. Well, that's a real true story. Like she. So I don't know, but I'm sure there's plenty of people. You catch people under the sheets with they're with your.
I'm leaving the situation immediate. Well, you know what? I gotta say, I'm gonna be unabashed by this story.
Okay.
However, I was caught under the covers with someone else.
Were you really?
I
That's
really
kind of
was.
that's kind of cool. I'm jealous. Go on, Cash, with your bad.
Yeah, that didn't turn out well. It was
Oh, I
very, it was like,
that turn out. That's not a.
yeah, I was under the covers with someone else. I was like, oh, I'm going home. I'm sick, but I was really calling over somebody else. And
Mm-hmm.
we were in the middle of under the
Good
covers
time.
in them and just slammed the door and was like, and you know what my thought was? This is a serious thought. I'm so sorry. Now that I look back, do I finish?
Okay, I don't know how that works.
I said it was a bad thought. I said it was a bad thought. But that was my thought. Do you finish or do you run after the person? Do you put your clothes on? Like what do you do? It really I know. And it was the only one
Did you?
time
Okay,
in
so
my
tell us,
life.
did you finish?
Huh?
Did you
No.
finish?
No, I didn't. But I thought I was like, and it was the one time in my whole life that I cheated. It was and I got caught. This is why I don't cheat because I get caught. They're like the one time, and I did get caught, and I really had that thought for a second. It was like, do we finish this or do I go out? Like, how are you running after the person if you're not really dressed?
Mm-hmm. But did you really want
Yeah.
the person back? You were just really having a one night stand, or you just.
I don't know what I was doing.
Hey,
I mean, I was in my 20s. What do you know when you're in your 20s?
that's true, and that's the time to have fun and explore, girl.
I'm just saying.
Enjoy.
I was like, this is why I don't cheat. I'm a serial monogamous because I can't
But
get
the other
the
person
one time
who you were cheating with, how did they take it? Like the person in the bed.
was like, okay, what they didn't realize that
That was
was
it.
my person. They thought it was we're just friends.
Who told them that?
Don't ask, don't tell.
Cut it up. Cut it up.
Don't ask, don't tell. I mean, we were all three friends. We were.
Oh, okay. Well, it's college days, girl. It's fun time. So this you don't have anything to be like. You should be unabashed of the whole situation. But
I mean,
it's, to, it's just interesting. I'm like, okay, I learned something
now,
today, girl. Like you think you know a person. We were just saying that this week. You think you know a person, and you
player,
don't.
player. I'm not a player. I'm not a player no more. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. No, I'm not a player no more. I did. That was the one time I tried to be like, yeah, and I got caught. That was like, okay, how do people do this? How do people keep it like nine different people?
Maybe they won't go into their own bedroom. I'm just saying.
Okay, so obviously somebody knows how to be a player. Like you don't go
I
into
don't
your
know
own
how to be
bedroom.
a player, but I know that
Mm.
some of my friends who have gotten court, they're in their own bedroom. I'm like, so did you want to get court? Because I'm like, that's just, I feel like if you're in a hotel or the other person's like place, but if you're in your own bedroom, that you know what that is? That's just living dangerously. You want the thrill. Like you want the thrill of not getting caught, but you're taking a chance that you might get caught, and that's even heightens everything up. Like, oh my God. But then if you get caught, it's oh my God. So
Yeah, I shouldn't have had the music so loud because the
okay,
music
I
was
get to
just
say she's hearing a new side of me. I'm like, what did I do?
I know. She's like, well, maybe you shouldn't do it in your own bed. Like, maybe you need to get a hotel room. And you know what? Let me just tell you, because V lives by this drive-in motel thing. And
Yes.
every time I go past, I beat my horn and I'm like, Tony, get out here now. And then you see people go,
Because they're trying to hide. They're like hiding
oh
in there.
my
I'm like, what
goodness.
are you doing
So
in there?
yeah, a new side of V. If you know what? If you're watching this podcast right now, for $9.99, V will coach you through how to get away under the covers. She'll teach you about
Yeah.
wax. She'll teach you about toys. She'll teach you what to do if your partner is doing. Okay. So call V. Her number today is 929-282-0266. I just made up that number, people. Please don't
You
call.
did. Don't call that
But
number.
oh, I really did it. 282. Go on me.
There you
So at the end of the day, for $9.99,
go.
V will coach you through 929-282-0266. Tonight, you'll have a different way to get it done
All
with
right.
hot wax.
The rundown.
But any like the rundown of our 5 scenarios under the covers. Walking in your significant with Joe. But
Mhm.
I got a question because we only talked about the men. What
Yeah, what
happens
happens
if
later?
they
Yeah.
walked in and you were
On you.
doing having fun with your little rabbit ears?
There you go. Like, what about that? I'm
I'm
just
just saying. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
we didn't really talk about that, but yeah, I guess I don't know.
I mean, women watch porn too. So what if you there watching porn? Like, what if you walked in on your man and he has a sex toy?
For the rose is good. I do like the rose, Sean. You're right.
What? Iris, I agree with you. Who the heck is on the other end of this podcast?
Well, I mean, we people don't talk about their intimate lives, right? So how would you know what anybody's doing? So
I feel like we're part of the crying game. Clutching my pearls.
Yeah, just because you're
What's that song? Adina Howard. I want a freak in the morning, freak in the evening, just like me. I need a roughneck or satisfy me. Oh, so V has
a
another
lady
side.
in the streets and a freak in the sheets. That's what you need. Yes. So
Scenario number 2. How do
let's
you deal with flatulence under the covers?
I'll start laughing. So let's I'm just not good at it. I'll just cracking
You
up.
would not, if he done farted in your mouth, you'd be
Okay,
like,
that is gross. Like, how is it gonna fart in my mouth? I'm not going that down there. I'm only going up here. It's not going in my mouth. It's coming out this way, and I'm gonna be this way.
ma'am, if you're this way and all of a sudden the quick,
Oof.
never mind. Okay, sleeping with your pets.
We already
Number
know.
4,
One says no.
you will. Your partner likes to do things.
Cash does not want to be hit on the butt.
Well, I'm just
That's
saying,
what I
if your
heard.
man,
It's like,
what if your man wants
did
to get
not
it?
touch me.
What if your man wants you to do him?
What do you mean? Oh, I can't do it because that's like there's gonna be fecal matter, and I can't I don't think that's sexy personally. I don't see how. I'm sure you can make it sexy, but I'm not. No, you know golden showers coming down, none of those things make me feel happy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say golden showers. I was like,
No, remember when I didn't know what it was, and I was like, yeah, you can shower with gold. She's like, I don't think you know what it means, and I'm like, yeah. And I was like, oh, and I was already talking online when I found out what golden I was like, oh, you mean? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, no, I was talking about shower me with gold. What do I know? I learned that when I was how many years old? Yeah, that's when I first started dating, and the guy said he would like.
scenario 5.
Mm-hmm.
You catch your partner in bed under the sheets
With
with a
another,
different freak.
like, yeah.
Well, the thing that has me saying, any surprises that were, with this whole wax thing, that V was so, I mean, she was a professional in her knowledge of what kind of wax you need to get to be okay. That made me surprised.
It's like the hot glue gun. You could use the cold glue gun, and it still does the glue. There's a hot glue gun, and there's the cool one. You always need the cool one because you burn yourself.
Yes.
But they do. But it's just like that. It will still burn, but it will not burn you.
Okay, expert. Yes, she's an expert. This is
I am not an expert in any of this,
Dr. Ruth V. And now I know. And for $9.99,
but you too can know.
you too can know. Or if you want to get us any Beyonce tickets, you too. What happens if you want to take V out and learn these things? Buy us the Beyonce tickets. We'll have the whole experience and we'll be there for you.
Okay, so that's what's going to happen. And you sticking to
I'm,
that story. That's your story. You stick to it.
Absolutely. Dr. V. Ruth. That's right. Dr. V. Ruth. Thank you for having us. Wonderful having you on the show. Were there any surprises making you say, huh? Because, girl.
The fact that you don't want to get smacked on the butt, that's making me laugh. I could not believe that. So, I can't believe. So, all the time, no one has smacked your butt?
Tapped it, yes. But when
they haven't given you a good wallop?
Yeah, and when they do with that wallop,
they have to stop running. It's over. They gotta start. They can't put on their clothes fast enough to get out of there because you're like, you better hurry up.
I'm selling V for Beyonce. Absolutely, I sold her for Missy too. Look, I'm not beyond that. talking. I told you, a player. Yeah, a wallop. Yeah, what the wallop?
Not the wallop though.
Look, you better go find a horse to ride because you ain't riding this. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god. Oh, I love this show so much.
So V, what's our show next week?
Oh, next week we're going to put you on to the side hustle of social media, so you can get your little side hustle on.
Okay, no, swear to gosh, swear to gosh. I thought when you were talking about a side hustle, I swear to God, because of the conversation that we've been having, I swear to God, I was like, what are you side hustling, girl? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My mind went someplace else.
There's a lot of money to be made on social media, and people think it's more difficult than it is.
OnlyFans?
Huh?
You have an OnlyFans page?
I don't have an OnlyFans page, but I'm not beyond having that. But I don't want to do that because I have I can't mess up my brand. So I would have to be, I don't know what I would do. So that's just too much for me. But a lot of people, especially now, this is like a good time to be doing it if you're even a little bit interested. And some people post anyway. So if you're going to post anyway, semi regularly, why don't you get paid for it? So I'm just going to share whatever I know. And Cash has also information. We're sharing what we know with you guys next week. Side hustle, social media.
The side hustle. That's me selling V $9.99. It's your place right here. If you need information about scenarios 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, $9.99, V will help you.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in this Thursday night at 8 o'clock. You could be anywhere, but you were with us, and we love you, Connection Crew. I love our Connection Crew.
Yes.
And so I'm thinking, everybody out there, don't forget, we are on YouTube, we are on Facebook, we are on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we are everywhere. You know what? The Evening Rush Network, they are everywhere. Tap the screen, share it with your friend, highlight everybody to let us know. And if you have an idea for a show, send it to us. We're down for it.
Message me. I will be glad to take it into consideration. If we could do it, we're doing it. We're down.
We're down. All right. So thank you for joining us. And this is Relationship-ish. And we're your hosts, Cash.
And V. And we will see you guys next week, next Thursday. And wait, next Thursday, the 7th. What are we doing? Because it's already going to be this. Is it going to be? No, it's not going to be March 7th yet. Nope, it's not going to be. It's the 28th. No, the 28th. You're going to be the 27th. You're going to put it in your phone that the 28th you're not going to be.
Yes. The 28th, we are not spending $1, one dime.
Put it in your phone now on the 27th, a reminder so you can get everything that you need on the 27th. So the 28th, we can stand strong. So, and I will also post it. And Cash is going to post all the events that are going on that we need to stand strong together with. All right. Good night, people. We appreciate you.
Bye.